Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 10 preview between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Now let's look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Bills.
Contrary to popular belief, the Bills actually match up very well versus the New England Patriots, and how they can attack these guys this time in Week 10. I look at the running game. I think C.J. Spiller should be the starter. He gives them more of explosiveness out of the backfield, and Fred Jackson should be the closer, the guy that comes in when the game is almost decided. You have that lead, you're trying to run out that clock. I think that's what Fred Jackson can do, is damage. But if they're going to throw the football, they can utilize Scott Chandler. I think it's one of the more underrated tight ends in the league, and he had success in the first meeting throwing the short to intermediate passing game. The Bills do a great job of spreading teams out, which is why they are very tough to defend if you're the New England Patriots. Now, defensively, we understand they have to get pressure on Tom Brady, but they have to find a way to flush Tom Brady out of the pocket. So you have to send extra. You have to send that nickel guy, that corner guy. Maybe it's Leotis McKelvin or Stephon Gilmore. You have to find a way to get Tom Brady off the spot if you're going to have a chance defensively. That's a way you can create pressure. That's a way you can have some success on defense. If they can't do that, then they're going to have a problem. They also have to find a way to rally up and stop the run. But like I've always said, stopping the run is all about attitude and want to. The Bills have to get better in their run fits this time because the Patriots gashed them early on in the season running the football. Moving over to the Patriots, you look at two things. The offensive line play in the first meeting is the reason why they had a huge comeback and had a big day. The fact that they were able to go for over 200 yards on the ground shows that they manhandled the Bills up front. Now, out on the flanks, we know the Bills' D-line struggles to get pressure on a QB, so there will be opportunities for Brandon Lloyd to make plays deep down the field. So when you look at the passing game, I think what's going to happen this week, the Patriots will come in and try to throw the football early to make sure they get a lead or get in position to run the football in the red zone to help out this offense, so that way they don't start behind like they did in the first matchup. Now, on the defensive side of the football, the secondary play will have to be huge. The Bills love to spread out teams 4 and 5 wide sets. They go a lot of empty, so that's why it's important for those guys like Tavon Wilson and also Alfonso Dinner. They're going to be called upon to make some big plays. If they can do that, they can have a great chance of playing some successful defense this week versus the Buffalo Bills. Ball security is the biggest X factor for the Buffalo Bills. They were blowing out the Patriots in the first meeting until they started to fumble and throw interceptions. You can't have that against a very good football team like the Patriots. In long sustained drives, quite honestly, if the Patriots can out-possession the Bills, it just limits what they do offensively. It limits them being able to put the football in the end zone. So that's why it's imperative for these guys not only to win on first down, but also third downs. Let's look at the personnel breakdown in this ball game, and I gave the Bills a check at the defensive backs position because individually I like the talent they have back there. They're just getting shafted by their defensive line not being able to get to the quarterback. And don't sleep on the Bills' offensive attack. They can put up points. They can move the football. I like what they bring to the table on the offensive line and their tight end position. Again, Scott Chandler, he may not be Gronk and the other tight ends they have on the roster in New England, but he's very talented in his own right. I like the Patriots in this ball game, and I think both offenses will be able to move the football. The question is, which defensive line will be able to step up and make that necessary stop either in the running game or get that crucial sack on the quarterback? That's why I have to go with New England. I can trust their D-line more so than the Bills. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Bill fan forums and Patriot fan forums for always showing football game plan support.